In this video, we will discuss how spaced practice can help you improve your memory and maximize your learning. Picture this. You're up late, studying or cramming for an exam. The exam is tomorrow and you're overwhelmed by the amount of material you still need to master. To top everything off, you're tired after a long day of classes, work, and family commitments. Now imagine how you would feel if, instead of cramming the night before, you could do a short review of the material, watch an episode of your favorite TV show, and get a good night's rest, all while doing better on the exam than if you'd been up studying all night. The key to avoiding those sleepless nights is spaced practice. So, what is spaced practice exactly? First, let's talk about the practice. Think about one of your skills. It might be associated with a hobby, a passion, or a talent. It could be anything: guitar, basketball, painting, writing, or speaking multiple languages. Now think about how much time and effort it took to build that skill. Essentially, we learn and develop skills through practice. That means that all effective learning requires exactly that: practice. And the spaced part of the practice is just what it sounds like: the practice of spacing out your learning tasks, such as studying for an exam, over time. It's the frequency of the practice that matters. That means practicing more than once during the week and allowing space in between the practice sessions. It's easy to use, works for any learning style, and produces long-lasting results, like better mastery of concepts, which will increase your expertise and power up your learning. There are a lot of benefits to spacing your study and learning time across multiple days, but you might be more familiar with what learning experts call massed practice, also known as cramming. So let's first address why cramming should be avoided. The brain can only hold on to a small number of facts or thoughts at any given time. Most brains become fatigued after a few hours of studying, so the longer a person spends cramming, the less effective and efficient the studying will be. Cramming also typically involves memorization, and at the college level, you have to understand and comprehend concepts in order to apply them, not just memorize them. Once a week just isn't enough time to build a skill, and trying to cram in lots of practice in one day results in fatigue, not productivity, and lots of forgetting. Let's take a look at the forgetting curve, developed by German psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus in 1885. This well-known visual representation shows us how memory declines when we don't interrupt the forgetting process, meaning that the amount of new information we retain decreases over time if we don't go back and review it. For example, if you learn something on Monday and don't think about it again until Thursday, you will likely only retain 60% of what you've learned. And if you wait even longer, the retention continues to drop. But if instead you choose to review something 24 hours after first learning it, your retention can go back up to 100%. Here's an example. Let's imagine you have an exam in 3 weeks, and you think it will take you 5 hours to study for it. You could choose to use massed practice and work for 5 hours the day before, but we all know massed practice isn't as effective as spaced practice. Spread out like this, those same 5 hours will do much more good than if they were crammed into one long study session. This might just sound like we're telling you to study more, but in fact, by using spaced practice, you're actually saving time. Remember that forgetting curve? The first day you learn something new, your knowledge of the material is fresh. But only a day later, your memory of it falls by 20%. After 3 days, if you don't interrupt this forgetting process, you will likely only retain 60% of what you learned. But if you review the material multiple times over several days, you will retain much more of it, which means less time studying in the long run because you don't need to relearn everything you've forgotten. Spaced practice can be used for any course and almost every assignment, including projects, reading assigned texts, or even just revisiting your notes. Using spaced practice means finding several shorter times throughout the week, such as 60 minutes on Sunday, 60 minutes on Tuesday, and 45 minutes on Thursday. This multiple swipe approach will build memory, understanding, and skill far more quickly and create durable learning that will last over time. And remember, these practice bursts should be happening weekly, not only right before an exam. That's why time management is an essential part of spaced practice. Plan ahead and schedule your study sessions in advance to make sure you have enough time to interrupt your forgetting of important material. Add your practice blocks to Google Calendar in order to receive digital reminders to keep you on track. These smaller chunks of study time will help you make connections between concepts and work your memory muscles. Because college is a long-term commitment, it's better to pace yourself and plan ahead, doing a little bit of work each day. This ensures that all your hard work is worth it, because the payoff is better memory, improved academic performance, and a deeper understanding of important concepts. So, in summary, spaced practice is effective in the long term, while massed practice, or cramming, is not. Spaced practice interrupts the forgetting process, ensuring that your time and effort is worth it, where massed practice makes it difficult to retain information. And since spaced practice is applicable to almost any assignment for any class, there's no reason to not give it a try. To learn more about spaced practice and other effective study strategies, visit us at usm.maine.edu/learningcommons.